Hello, I'm James, and my mission is to explore video games. I'm from Essex. I was born with cerebral palsy, which affects my body and can make things difficult, like playing video games. By using special equipment, I've been able to play all sorts of games. I love playing games that I missed out growing up, being part of the online community, going on adventures, and these are only a few experiences that games can offer. I use an adaptive controller and software on my laptop so I can remap the buttons anywhere I want. So I can change a weapon, or aim a gun, or do anything else the game requires. I found Joshua, the disabled gamer, who's planning on getting a brand new equipment especially designed just for him. Hey Joshua, what video games are you into?
FIFA 19 is coming out soon. That's my main game, but obviously we've got Call of Duty, Mortal Kombat, The Division, games like that, sort of shoot 'em up games.
I'm terrible at shooting up games. So you like to stream games. What gave you that idea?
The reason I wanted to start streaming was because I struggled to get a job. It's really hard, because of my disability. So I sort of put it into my own hands, and obviously I love to game, so it sort of just made sense to get into that industry.
What disability do you have?
The short version is SMA, stands for Spinal Muscular Atrophy Type 2. It's a physical condition, so there's certain buttons on the controller that I can't press, for example like L1. I just struggle to reach it with like my wrist, etc. So it's obviously a pain. It's very frustrating.
If you did, let's say, beat someone online and you still can't press the buttons, how does that feel?
I do think it's very funny when I beat someone online, like for example FIFA, just because I just think you can press all them buttons and yet I still manage to beat you. I've changed my team name to Disabled Gaming, just to like put it in their face. It's a bit prideful, but it is quite funny to be fair.
Have you ever tried to use an adaptive controller?
I haven't tried to use an adaptive controller, but I am going to an organisation called Special Effect in a few days, so hopefully they'll be able to sort me out. I tweeted out to Xbox and Microsoft and James Shields, who I believe is the executive producer, it's something to do like that, and he basically tweeted me back saying check out Special Effect.
More done to beat me in FIFA. That was amazing. When you get your new controller, I expect that you should be destroying me like 5-0.
I'll do my best.
After a lesson in football and beaten 3 times in a row, I decided to go with Joshua to Oxford and see what the Special Effects is all about, and to see how Joshua gets on getting new equipment. Hello Mark.
Hi, nice to meet you.
I know you work for Special Effects, but what is it exactly? Your job?
Yeah, I'm part of the fundraising and communications team here. There's a small team of about 4 or 5 of us, and our job is to basically get the word out there about the work that we're doing, helping people with physical disabilities discover gaming, and inspire people to be more interested in that, and also to donate to keep us going, because we don't charge for anything we do, so we're totally reliant on the generosity and goodwill of the communities around.
What made you want to do something like this then?
I've known Dr. Mick Donegan, our CEO, for many years, and a couple of other people who work here. And what's really impressed me is the fact that he's 100% dedicated to helping people. If he has to take the hard way to do that, he'll take the hard way. So it's wonderful to have that.
Basically what we can do is get these to access different buttons, so this could be L1 or L2. So I guess it might be nice to see if there's somewhere that we can position these.
You said today was quite a special day.
yearly calendar called One Special Day. It's the year when we invite the gaming industry to support us through maybe donating a day's game sales or revenue to us, and also doing company events to support us. We've got over 60 companies on board this year, which is just phenomenal. And we're hoping, fingers crossed, to raise a good 6-figure sum, and that will go a long way towards helping a lot of people. The people who help us and the games industry and the gaming communities really get what we're trying to do. They really do. So many times people come up to us and say, look, I can't imagine life without gaming. How can I help? And that's, that really rings true with us. And when you get that kind of reaction, that kind of support, it just becomes one big family. It does cost a lot because we've not only got the technology to pay for, we've got 5 vans that we've got to keep on the road, where we've got teams going out across the country visiting people in their own homes. We've got to have people trained up on the specialities of all the technology we've got. So like any other organisation, there's a lot of outgoings, but it's a crazy business model that we want to help people. We do it without charge, and we'll do whatever it takes to help them.
Well, we've sorted out the R2 and L1. And we're just trying to sort out the L2 button at the moment.
So you get one button at a time. I must admit, when we do all this and you get your controller sorted out, I'm a little bit scared. You're gonna absolutely destroy me.
Awesome.
It's not just all about having fun. The teams here have seen so many wonderful positives. The inclusion aspect, the self-confidence raising as well, but also the effect on the people around, the people we help. For example, a couple of months ago I had a father come up to me and said, thank you for making me feel good that I can help my daughter, that kind of thing. If we've got somebody, for example, maybe in an advanced stage of a condition where they are struggling to find things to fill their time, if we're offering them a way, escapism, a way to really enjoy themselves, then that frees up respite time for parents and carers, So every day we're finding new benefits.
The people in special effects are the nicest people I've ever met. After 4.5 hours, Joshua seemed very happy with his new controller. Hi and welcome back. It's 5 weeks since you got your adaptive controller. How's it been?
Yeah, it's not been too bad, James, not too bad. It took me a while to get used to it, but I'm slowly getting there. I've got 2 buttons on the door at the moment. Trying to get used to the 3rd button, but yeah, it's been pretty good, to be fair.
Very good. Have you been winning more, you think?
Winning better. Not just winning more, winning with, obviously, using them extra buttons allows me to do different things. So I'm winning better, rather than just scraping it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
It looks quite complicated, I must admit. Does it take forever to try and set it out?
It is very complicated. There's quite a few ways. I've got more buttons, but for FIFA, I just only use 3 buttons. I don't go too mad. But yeah, it's got the arm, sort of netted arm for the little switch for L2. And I have a button at the front of the controller and one on my leg.
Do you think you would want any more changes made to it?
Not that I can think of anytime soon, to be fair. Unless something comes up, but as far as I'm aware, it's pretty good.
So, well done to those guys at Special Effect then. You sorted that out quick.
Definitely done a very good job, in all honesty. I'm very happy with it.
That's it. You ready for the rematch of a lifetime?
Oh, definitely. It's going to be a very good rematch, isn't it?
See what unfolds here tonight. I'm Derek Ray here on Don't Lose Your Away Games. You've got a good chance of progressing. And rather than use a strike partnership, they've gone with just the one front runner this evening. And here's for Manchester United. A highly proficient Danny Gea has done
a lot, tried to work out what I'd do against him, and I think I just...
Guess who got the ball back? I guess we lost it again. I'm saying I'm an expert like you are, yeah. Oh, even though... Oh, damn it!
Oh, what was this?
Good miss.
Still 0-0.
5 minutes later.
Get out of there!
Concentration for goalkeeper Douglas Costa.
Yes, look at that! Look at the one in that.
Throw this through.
Eventually.
Wow. I'm just awesome.
Lukaku. A final whistle is sounded, and Juventus really had designs on winning this game, but instead it is finished in a draw. So a couple of points dropped by.
Do I say well done? I guess the pressure must have got to Joshua. I'm sure he'll get me next time.
The tempo is outrageous.
Everybody should be able to enjoy their life, no matter race, class, sexuality, or disability. If you're physically disabled and want to get yourself an adaptive controller, you can go to the Special Effects website in the description below. You can donate to the special cause. If you have a company or a charity to do with the physically disabled, please comment below. You may be able to be in the next video.
Please like and subscribe. This message will self-destruct.